So you are Dr. Daniel Hirmas, and I'm Dr. Vanessa Ament. I'm with Excite in undergraduate education. I'm really excited to talk to you about your program, your education abroad, which I think is going to be second summer, and you're going to Sao Paulo. I have cousins in Petrópolis in Brazil, but I haven't been there and haven't been to Rio, haven't been to Sao Paulo. So first off, I want to hear, what is this program you're doing and when is it going to be? Because it sounds really exciting.
Yeah, great. Thanks for again for the interview.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a program on soils and landscapes of the tropics. And so we're going to hold this in Sao Paulo, Brazil, as well as two states within Brazil, the state of Sao Paulo, as well as the state of Paraná. And it's going to be a 5-week program, and it's going to start July 26, 2021, and go to August 27, 2021. So next summer, it'll be summer session B for the students.
That sounds really exciting. So you have a whole month.
Yep.
Who are you going to be working with there?
So I've got two collaborators there that are local experts in soils and landforms there. They're physical geographers. The first one is Marcelo Nakashima, and the other is Andre Barreros. And they're both lecturers, instructors at the University of Sao Paulo that will be helping with this course.
So you're going to be, wow. So you're collaborating with two other professors in soil science and the landscaping of it. So what other things might students see when they go with you to Sao Paulo?
Well, they're going to be exposed to a whole lot. They're going to see, we're going to, especially in the latter half, the first half is essentially in Sao Paulo, and it'll be more of a lecture-based type course. And then the other half will be a 12-day 2,000-mile field trip through the Brazilian states of Sao Paulo and Paraná. And we're going to be examining a variety of landscapes, climate, ecologies, vegetation, soils, and along the way, they're going to be exposed to a variety of cultures, and we'll be staying along this 2,000-mile route. In fact, the midpoint on this route is Iguazu Falls. So the students will see Iguazu Falls, both on the Brazilian side and on the Argentinian side.
Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I have a question. Is there a language requirement or prerequisites for this course?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's actually, everything's going to be taught in English. So the students will be exposed to Portuguese through the cultural events, and so there'll be some Portuguese around, but they don't have to speak any other language besides English to take the course.
And so there are no prerequisites otherwise then?
Now, the only prerequisites are that they're upper division, that their standing is upper division, and then consent of instructor. It's recommended that, it's nice if they have had some intro soils class like ENSC 100, but it's not a requirement for the course. It's going to be, we're going to assume very little knowledge and move forward from there.
How many students do you hope to take?
Yeah, so we expect about 20 students to take. We're shooting for between 18 and 20 students, but we have a cap at 20.
So I have 3 questions that I'm going to ask you that will help the students understand better how this program would benefit them. And the first one is, how would you say this particular education abroad program will benefit the students that are in your discipline or even in related disciplines? How will this benefit them?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And I know a lot of students will have that. So there's a number of direct benefits from this course, from this program. The first is that they're going to spend 5 weeks immersed in landscapes, ecology, and culture of South America. So that's already going to widen their perspective. They're going to build their experience and understanding and expertise in environmental science and in soil science in particular in really a short amount of time. So that's another benefit to this. They're going to be exposed to diverse tropical landscapes and soil processes that are largely absent in the U.S. There's a few small areas.
Wait, I'm curious. Really?
Yeah.
So they're going to have a chance to experience an ecology that they will not have here.
That's right. I mean, outside of a few small areas in Hawaii and in Puerto Rico, we don't have tropical landscapes within the United States. And so this is an opportunity to see tropical landscapes on roids.
So this kind of takes me to the second question that I like to ask, but you're already going there about the cultural benefits and aspects of this program. So I'm hearing that scientifically there's going to be a lot.
That's right. Yeah, from the cultural side, it's going to be quite amazing too. They're going to experience both new physical geographies, but also cultural geographies, both at Sao Paulo during the first half of the course, but then also all throughout Brazil along this 2,000-mile trek for the 12-day field trip. In addition, the course is actually being offered between UCR students, and there will be a University of Sao Paulo version of the class. So the students are going to be intermingling with Brazilian students while they're there. So they're gonna be able to network with Brazilian students at the University of Sao Paulo that will be taking the course. They're also going to learn from international faculty and local experts, especially along the trip. And then last, they're going to be exposed to local cuisine, music, entertainment, architecture, language, and culture across a huge swath of Brazil.
This sounds really great. I do want to ask one final question because there'll be some students that are being very practical about all of this. Tell me how this benefits any sort of future employment and career benefits and concerns that students might have, because I think some of them are going to be wanting to make sure their money is well spent on something in addition to the amazing education experience, the traveling abroad, the cultural. There'll always be the pragmatic ones. So how will this benefit them in the future with their career?
Yeah, that's an important consideration. So there's a number of benefits that they're going to have for their future career. One is they're going to gain independence and self-management skills to sufficiently navigate and travel safely within a foreign country. That's going to impress employers because it's going to show evidence that they have the resourcefulness to adapt to different environments. In addition, they're going to directly enhance their networking and at an international scale. And then they're going to develop confidence along the time that they're there, and that's going to affect leadership, communication skills, cross-cultural awareness. And then last, they're going to see the world. And so they're going to be exposed to potential career opportunities even abroad.
And they'll probably pick up a tiny bit of Portuguese while they're there.
I hope so, yeah.
Well, this sounds great. And the final question that I would have is, if students want to email you and get in touch with you and find out more information, since we are all separate right now and not able to see each other as easily, how might they reach you? What would be your email that they can best reach you at and get questions answered?
Best email for me is my UCR email, which is daniel.hermes@ucr.edu.
Thank you so much. And this sounds really exciting. Every time I talk to people that are going to be taking students abroad, it reminds me of when I used to do EF educational tours for high school students, and I traveled a lot, and it was the most exciting experience. So thank you so much. And all I can say is I wish I was going to.
Thank you.